What income streams do young people 18 to 35 draw on when attempting to make a living in the creative work, in the creative industries from creative work? And there you can see my kind of assumption that there are plural, that there are multiple income streams, that is not just one thing that they're doing while building a living, say, as a musician or a painter. I want to also know what other sources of support do young people draw on. And this also comes out from a kind of anecdotal assumption that I was noticing in the research literature, that creative work necessarily means privilege for young people because of the nature of entry-level work being unpaid often, or low pay, or working for exposure. Sometimes we see, even in academic literature, the assumption that because of that reality, it must therefore mean that you have financial support from family. And I hadn't seen that substantiated in any kind of way. So I want to look into that and find out if that's true, to what extent, and what are we going to do about that for those that don't have that kind of access. And I have some data about how it's low, how it's not. They work in a variety of creative fields. They work in some cases more than one creative field, not just one. Most are self-employed or doing freelance work, some working for creative companies. The other is some people also doing both. The other is like, I do both of those things. And then apart from doing creative projects, you also have another job, like in a different industry. About half said, yes, we do. And it was difficult to categorize the nature of what they were doing. It kind of expanded the traditional boundaries of service or industry work. Things like walking to kids home from school, supply teacher, boat driver, wedding coordinator, residential painting, freelance/self-employed barber. Other things that came up were also professional cheerleader, sex work. So it's just a real diverse array of what are people doing outside of creative work as they build a creative career. This is really key for what I wanted to find out. Do you have other sources of revenue outside of creative work or other employment? 20% said, no, I don't. I'm just making money from working a lot of jobs, basically. In terms of the 20% that do have outside revenue, where is it coming from? Yes, some from family. And family is both parents, but also spouse, because I have a sample size that skews a bit older. Some people are in a partnership where the partner is making the primary income in the partnership. Benefits is things like EI or welfare, other welfare-type benefits, like Ontario Works or disability pay, grants, and other. So you can see here that the kind of family support is not as dominant as other types of outside support.